Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And let's just start having this time where we can get quiet, connect with our own beloved I Am Presence, and send out that love and gratitude to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I Am Presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am Presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am Presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am Presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am Presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am Presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the ascended master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for life. So, Corolla, beloved, are you able to read the opening invocation? Would you like to do that? I don't know whether she's got that now. Corolla? No. Donna, beloved?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. Great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you.
Thank you, beloved Donna. Well, I'm in a different place. I hope the internet's going to be all right. But anyway, so let me know if it gets a bit wobbly. We're going to ask for help for it, though. Make sure we get good internet connection. So we've got John, a little reading, just wonderful again from our beloved Saint Germain, always pearls of wisdom. And then we've got a lovely new video made by Robin from Word on the Street. And it's just so beautiful. It's from beloved Lunara, the great spirit of the moon. We know she's the one that is the great spirit of the moon. It's just so beautifully done by Robin. And then Terry's going to read, well, she's already read it, obviously from Dictations, and it's continued from Lady Astrea. It's just wonderful, also wonderful information. And then I'm going to read from Lady Astrea from Bridge to Freedom, and it's just also just such wonderful information for us all. And John will then take us through our really important time of calling for the light, so greatly needed on our beloved earth at this time. Well, always, but especially now, I do believe. So we're going to listen to the words of Saint Germain. Thanks to John.
Beloved Saint Germain, I am Discourses, Volume 3, Discourse 2. Again, may I remind the students, regardless of their personal opinions as to what the truth shall be. I have proven through many centuries these condensed instructions now being given forth. If one wants to receive the greatest benefit possible, and the comprehension that will be absolute, certain freedom and liberation, listen with an entirely open mind, with the consciousness that the I Am, the active presence of God in you, is your certain ability to receive, accept, and apply without limit the instruction which is being given forth with an accompanying radiance, which will enable certain students at this time to comprehend these simple yet mighty assertions of truth to their great blessing and freedom. The admonition has been before humanity through many centuries. Ye cannot serve two masters. Why is this so? First, because there is only one intelligence, one presence, one power that can act, and that is the presence of God acting in you. When you turn to the outer manifestations and give all kinds of expressions and appearances power, you are attempting to serve a false usurping master, because the outer expression can only find an appearance through the use of God's mighty energy. Your ability to lift your hand and the life flowing through the nervous system of your outer form is God in action, in your body, through your mind. Dear students, try to use this simple means as a reminder of God in action in you. When you start to go down the street, think for an instant. This is God's intelligence and power by which I walk, and this is His intelligence by which I know where I am going. Thus you will see that it is no longer possible to go on without understanding that every move you make is God in action. Every thought in your mind is God's energy, which enables you to think. When you know this is a fact, and there is no disputing it, why not adore, give full confidence to, trust in, have faith in, and accept this mighty presence of God in action in you, instead of looking to the outer expression, which is clothed, qualified, and colored by the outer or human concept of things, regardless of the one mighty presence which enables the outer to express. All outer form and its attendant expression is but the experience of life by which each individual may learn, through his own experiences, the true source of his being, and come again into the fullness of perfection through the self-conscious knowing thus attained. The outer experience of life is but a constant changing, passing picture that the outer mind has created in its pretense, imagination, of being the real actor. Thus is the attention so constantly fixed upon the outer, which alone contains imperfection, that the children of God have forgotten their own divinity, and must come back to it again. God is the giver, the receiver, and the gift, and is the sole owner of all the intelligence, substance, energy, and opulence there is in the universe. With this simple understanding, the word failure would be completely wiped out from his world, and in a very short time from his consciousness, because he would see that he was wielding intelligence and power that could not fail. Thus students and individuals come into their full dominion as God intends. It was never intended by the great all-wise, all-loving Father that any of his children should want for a single thing, but because they allow their attention to become fixed on the outer appearance, which is like the changing sands of the desert, they have knowingly or unknowingly cut themselves off to a large degree from that great opulence and intelligence.
There we have it. Just such wonderful words, and always just so good to be reminded, isn't it? And here we have the wonderful words of beloved Lenara, the spirit of the moon, just exquisite. And this beautiful, really a gift of love from beloved Robin. It took her many hours. She'd made the created the images and everything. Is so beautifully done, and it's just so lovely that it's for Lady Lunara. From beloved Lady Lunara. She is the divine complement of beloved Neptune and the director of the civilization within the moon center and a mighty director of the water's tides. And she says, "My beloved Neptune and gentle assembly, many have been affrighted by the spirit of the moon. I wish to put you at peace in the realization that the activity I represent with the beloved Neptune is an activity of stimulating the latent virtues within your Holy Christ self and accelerating the latent virtues within your own causal bodies, that they may expand through purified emotional, mental, etheric, and physical vehicles. The difficulty has been until this day that the stimulation of those energies in your great causal bodies, in your Holy Christ selves, have stimulated and accelerated untransmuted causes and cause of distress in the emotional, mental, etheric, and physical vehicles as well. Now, these are to be removed, and can you feel my love flow to you as I endeavor to and shall stimulate the goodness already planted in your life streams, earned through eons of living, and living as pulsating bands of light in your causal bodies, living within the virtues within your hearts, living within the sevenfold flame upon your forehead, and those constructive momentums of the four lower vehicles which you have builded through countless eons of time, not only upon this earth, beloved ones, but upon other planets of the system as well. If the farmer does not choose to place his seed into the sweet earth and expose it to the radiation of beloved Helios and Vestas light of the sun, he shall not have the shoot, the foliage, the flower. If the conscious Cheelers do not desire within themselves to first weed out their garden through the call to the great Astrea of all emotional, mental, etheric, and physical fear, and its attendant tentacles, then lovingly and in full illumined faith place those vehicles before my presence, I cannot, because of your free will, externalize through you as fully as I would otherwise the virtues which you have desired to manifest, which you have felt limited in manifesting unto this day. We give love. Every director of the elements gives only love, else we would not have served so long. We give love to mankind, imprisoned angels, and to every living thing, to the blessed Undines who have served so long, and we have given love to everything which has been placed within the water element, since the great continent of Mu and of Atlantis, down to every individual who has passed from the earth at sea, and that love has purified that essence. When Atlantis again arises, as my beloved has said, shining and bright will be the radiance, the crystalline substance of the hermetically sealed temples, and you and I shall be grateful we have served together for this day. To the spirit and the soul and the heart of each of you, I give the blessings of the water element, blessings for my beloved Neptune and myself. May you live in the realization of our friendship and our abiding love. Oh, just so lovely in those words. Just so much love from those great directors of the elemental kingdom. And just I always think of the elementals, and, they serve so ceaselessly for so long with so little love and gratitude, I believe, in return. So it's a lovely opportunity to send them love and gratitude. And now we've got continuing the Lady Master Astrea. It's just lovely. Thanks to Terry.
In the physical world, you either have the man who will not think, who prefers, to use your modern terminology, to be brainwashed by the particular sect, cult, ism, religious or governmental credo to which he belongs, or you have the man who wants to be a so-called individualist, pursuing an obstinate and dominating policy. I would counsel you to follow the example of the gracious Madonna, dear ones, and keep those things in your hearts until they have come to maturity in the secret place and be born of their own volition into the world of form. Again and again, children of earth, I call for the middle way, that is, the path between the too credulous acceptance of half-truths and the rash experimentation with so-called cosmic truths, unverified by practical experience. Bring these things together in the light of your own holy Christ self, and, after you have had the manifest expression, then can you face all men. One of your great inventors could have talked for years about his ideas of harnessing the power of electricity with very little effect upon or enthusiasm from the masses. Instead, he pursued the more practical method of waiting until he had first brought them into manifest expression. Then there was no need for him to talk, because his ideas, completed in physical form, spoke for themselves. Jesus, that great and mighty exemplar of perfection, could have publicly proclaimed his messiahship. Instead, he lived it. Through him the dead arose, the sick were made well, the blind were made to see, and the deaf to hear. He coupled his private comradeship with God with practical manifestation in the world of form. And when he began his public ministry, he was the magnificence of the Messiah in action. Beloved friends, tonight we come into the atmosphere of earth with but one purpose and one design: to clear the atmosphere, as well as your own inner bodies and auras, of the tramp thoughts and feelings which form the blanket of energy men breathe in and accept as part of their own thinking processes. All over this planet, there are individuals and groups of conscious students whose force fields, like pinpoints of light in the darkness of the astral world, are calling for the mass purification of the race, as well as the individual mental and feeling bodies of the people. Through the open doors of these force fields come the angelic legions at our command, the Elohim of purity and myself, and go north, south, east, and west to transmute and remove those pressures of existing thought and feeling forms of impurity of every kind. Why, you ask, have not these thought forms become disintegrated in the atmosphere? Because they are being constantly entertained and nourished secretly in the minds and feelings of the men and women of the race. You see, dear ones, a thought form dissolves more or less quickly unless it is consciously invited into some human mind and fed by feeling. Eventually, through the service of the angel of purification, an unfed thought form is dissolved and returned to primal essence, where it can be used again by the great source that wastes not even the most infinitesimal portion of God's precious life essence. However, when impure thoughts and feelings of sex, greed, selfishness, or any other discord you might name are entertained by some members of the race, they live. The moment the last member of the race ceases to sustain the strata in which these discordant forms abide, by adding to them his own similarly qualified energy, that moment those mass blankets of evil will cease to be. Now, I am the divine complement of the Elohim of purity. Therefore, it is the most natural activity in the world for us to render, in unison, this service of the cosmic purification through the mental, emotional, etheric, and physical bodies of the mankind of this earth. Sometimes the so-called intellectual members of the race seem amazed that we serve in more than one capacity. For your illumination, allow me to tell you that the beloved Diana, who will speak to you immediately following my address, is the divine complement of Arcturus, Elohim of the violet fire. There are many life streams on earth who carry the same name. Many ladies are called Agnes, Beatrice, or Cecilia. Likewise, in heaven there are many great beings who bear the name of Nada, and many who carry the name of Diana. In our service one with another, dear ones, let us not become so amazed when some being steps out, shall we say, of the niche in which the mental concept of the people of earth has placed him or her. Perhaps we have more fluidic motion and versatility than you give us credit for. Perhaps we work on more rays than one. Did we not tell you that one must be master of all the 7 rays before one could qualify to become a Mahachohan? O lovely ones, we do not stand, thank God, within the narrow box into which we have been placed by our well-meaning, unascended friends, some of whom, at least, I am happy to say, have had the discrimination and intuition to discern our reality and presence in the universal. We are God-free beings who work at will on any ray or in any service. Common sense, beloved ones, will tell you that.
There we have it. So it's also for us, and we are often reminded of this by the Ascended Masters in the books, that we have to become master of all the rays. So it's always a challenge and something to work on. So this is from beloved Archangel Michael, the contagious power of faith, from the Bridge to Freedom material. There is a magnetic power in the heart of God itself, within the quality of faith, that draws to the life stream that substance, activity, manifestation, and form into which such an one invests the faith of his own life essence. Man has had faith in human beings, in systems of caste, in religious orders, in political movements, in mystic talisman, and, according to the nature of that in which the faith of man was voluntarily vested, did the life stream reap a harvest of smiles or tears. Millions excuse me, of unhappy men and women have faith in the communistic doctrines promulgated by depraved human beings, and through free will, no man may deny another the power to invest his faith according to his particular choice and design. But life itself, through the long and relentless course of years and centuries, eventually teaches the consciousness of the power of faith, the discrimination necessary to determining wherein that faith shall be invested, and the hope that faith in God alone will bring the nature and feeling and manifestations of God into the individual world of one so choosing to believe in that supreme power working through individuals, true, but that power supreme, master of all. So it's just like having faith in our own I Am Presence. It's just something, it's nice always. I always ask to go before I go to sleep at night to make sure that I go to that temple of Archangel Michael so I can get an extra feeling from that mighty flame burning there of faith, because I think faith is so important for all of us, certainly for me. Anyway, so now we have this wonderful opportunity to call for our brothers and sisters caught in those astral and psychic realms, and to assist Saint Germain in the Violet Flame temples. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the Violet Flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am. We accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. If we just think of the blessing of those violet flame temples that have been created in the astral realm by Saint Germain, I think Archangel Michael and Saint Germain went and got that dispensation. What a blessing for those ones that are leaving their physical bodies. They can go and learn about their own I Am Presence and how to transmute their karma. All right, so actually Corolla sent this, and I know we saw one just recently, but this has got a few of the same clips, but it's slightly different, and it's just so enlightening, and I do love it. I know it's a South African one, and this girl, I just think she's so lovely. So I thought we'd listen to another one of the rhinos. I hope that's good with all of you.
Nandi wants to lie on top of you. If I sit down next to her, she'll come over and she lies so strategically that her head lands on my lap. And I love it. She's got a giant head, but it's amazing. It's the best thing to be a rhino's pillow.
The best rhino in the world. Oh, sorry. One of the best.
They're such special animals.
Give me my hand.
The different personalities that they have, they make you laugh all the time. Some of them are so naughty. A lot of the rhinos actually talk back to you. They have like a huff.
Coming.
They come in and ask for belly rubs. They'll be standing, and then the next thing they roll over. It's so cute.
Just had a call to pick up a new orphaned rhino.
When we pick them up, they don't know what's happening and they've lost their mom. We blindfold them and we put earplugs in because that reduces their stress. Rhinos need a lot of our help because the poaching has just skyrocketed. So much has been put on rhino horn and how valuable it is. When a rhino horn is made of keratin, which is the same as your hair and your fingernail, it's sad how it's destroying the rhino population.
What's in this?
Jamila, she was very little when she arrived at the orphanage. The poachers actually hit her with a machete. We think that she was trying to protect her mom. It's a lot of spending time with them to gain their trust, to get them to calm down a bit. Because she was so small, she stayed with humans a lot. So Miui, my cat, decided that he would join in on the rhino babysitting. If they were sleeping in the room, Miui would sleep there. If we went on a walk, he'd come with on a walk.
Miui, come on.
I think Jamila really liked the company. They were very cute together. To see a cat and a rhino together, I nearly died. The goal at the orphanage is to release all the rhinos back into a very protected area. When the rhinos arrive, they get a lot of human contact.
Are you sleeping in there? Is it comfortable?
They get milk every few hours.
It's delicious.
And then they get weaned at 16 months. They'll start exploring the bush on their own. Just to let them be rhinos and run around and play in a mud wallow. And then it's at about 3 years old that they're ready to be released to a more controlled game reserve. And they have hectic security around them all the time. It's good to know that the ones we have released are very safe. Those few years that you spent with them was all for something and it was all worth something. I decided to apply at veterinary university, and when I got my letter to say that I was accepted, my boss kind of didn't really give me an option and he just told me I have to do it. It's been 2 years that I've been gone from the orphanage. It was a very difficult decision to make, but when I finally finish in 4 years' time, I'll be able to do a lot more for rhinos as a vet.
Hello, my baby.
I'd like to join up with the orphanage and make a huge orphanage/rehab center for all of South Africa's wildlife.
Like.
Oh, she's such an earth angel, such a lovely angel, that one. And those rhinos, I just love watching that. They have such wonderful personalities and such ancient animals, I believe. Anyway, may they just all be blessed and looked after. So now we have this time to make the decree for our animal, insect, and reptile kingdom. So we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. Lovely. All right, so I'm going to read from beloved Lady Astrea. It fits in nicely with the whole theme for today. And she is the goddess of purity, as we know, divine complement of mighty Elohim Claire. And their activities are they direct legions of circle and sword blue flame angels and that mighty energy. And as we know, we call daily to Lady Astrea. God bless her for her mighty service. And she says, beloved ones, I am so deeply grateful for this opportunity of speaking with you and of assuring you that your calls to me and to the legions of the circle and sword blue flame have swept away countless tons of effluvia from the planet Earth. I also wish to assure you that I am as close to your heart call and ever await that summons to render service to any part of life anywhere, be it on earth or in the realm of the disembodied. I now raise my hand and signal my legions to go forth into action in the accelerated purification of the earth and her evolutions. Feel that sword of light travel down your own spine, your own spinal column, with the encircling rings of blue flame expanding to the periphery of your auras, purifying all your vehicles according to your acceptance. I entreat you to accept this service. I am standing above the earth sphere at this moment, and I now plunge a gigantic sword of blue flame into the earth, and my legions shall engage in a magnificent purification of all through this 24 hours ensuing. Please assist us by remaining in a state of harmony, and any cause will be most deeply appreciated. Glorious is God's gift of purification and forgiveness to all life. So that's a lovely thing to sit quietly when we're in meditation. Call to Lady beloved Astrea to plunge that mighty sword down through our spines and see those circling blue flames, those circles of blue flame going forth. It's just so lovely on our beloved earth. So it's just, God bless these mighty beings as our earth comes into her mighty victory. And now this is a lovely new song and played by Tisha and Mike in Cape Town. They are the wonderful ones that help us with our music, truly. And there's also a gift of love. They get donations. Scott does send them donations, and then Scott puts it all together. This is such a beautiful song. I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful song, but it was a long one, so it was good to use on a Monday because I don't think we'll be able to use it too much in the morning services. Thank you, beloved John. You take now. Thank you very much.
Good evening, all. And thank you, beloved Auntie, for these amazing, awesome messages and wonderful teachings. Beloved mighty and presence, we ask you now to take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary in this lower realm to fulfill the divine plan. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect us and all who have joined this Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. Beloved mighty I am presence, the eternal source of the Christ within, we call upon ascended Master Jesus, the Mahachohan, and the cosmic Christ to pour forth the light of Christ's consciousness upon us all. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. And we thank you. Just visualize your tube of light coming down from your beloved I am presence, that mighty pillar of brilliant blue and crystal light, blazing up through and around us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, with that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, our friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty and presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to you, beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin, and we ask that you come fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. We just feel deeply within ourselves that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, any wrong desires and feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible. But we just feel deeply in our hearts that gratitude for this blessing to all mankind, this great gift of the law of forgiveness. Beloved, mighty, omnipresent, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great Central Sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, the Middle East, China, India, Russia, wherever else it is needed right now in the world, here and now, and we thank you deeply for this. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those ministering to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental, for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. Cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law, I am the justice, I am the judge, I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. And we say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on the beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placing there by beloved Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all humankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and hold the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus, Expand your supreme light through our individual lifestyles and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you for this. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. Absolutely marvelous. Oh, just lovely. And now the closing invocation. And I just think, Jenna, beloved Jenna, are you able to read for us?
I can indeed. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
With mics muted, join me. Beloved, I am presence, and beloved, Master Katumi. Nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Bless you, beloved Jenna. And now just a moment of deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings and for our many, many blessings, and for the great ascended masters and our beloved I Am Presence and our opportunity to serve the light. Just deep gratitude. Thank you. And for those that might watch later on YouTube, we ask that if you would like to and you haven't subscribed, that you do subscribe, like, and share, because we need to share these teachings from the Ascended Masters. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Let me stop the recording.